thank you so much for the tour. That was a lot of fun. And I've got questions that I think our audience might want to learn about that I think are probably frequently asked questions. So with that being said, to me the first obvious question is, how do I know this is for me? How do I know this is the right decision for our family?
Baby & Company wants to serve women who are looking for an unmedicated birth experience in a comfortable setting with midwives and continuous labor support. And so we also do well woman care and family planning, but the majority of what we do is serve pregnant women who are looking for a unique experience with their birth.
Sounds simple enough. So if that's what you're already asking yourself, if you're already looking for, then this is probably a good choice for you.
Many people also wonder, is it safe to have a baby and not be in the hospital? And the answer is yes. We have great data from all of the birth centers in the U.S., all of the outcomes for moms, and what we found out is not only is it safe, it prevents a lot of complications. So the C-section rate in birth centers is 6%, which is pretty incredible when you think about 32% being our national average.
Wow, that's incredible.
So mom and baby who are carefully screened, mom is carefully screened for any complications, and then all the way through the labor experience, the midwives are making sure that the mom and baby are doing well and things are progressing normally. And when you have that right environment, then the outcomes are really good.
And that brings up a question I have. You said this isn't a hospital.
It is not a hospital.
So what do we call this if it's not a hospital?
This is a birth center.
A birth center.
Yes,
Okay.
and it's specifically designed for healthy, low-risk women looking for midwifery care and an out-of-hospital birth experience where they get one-to-one support and they get to have their families join them, eat and drink in labor, move around as much as they want, and go home early with their baby.
That answers my question, because my question was going to be, well, what does a hospital have that this place doesn't have?
A hospital has an anesthesia option, and we do not have that option here. We will have nitrous, which is a handheld gas that you can breathe similar to what they have in a dental office, and that can help take the edge off if a woman wanted it. But what we know from the outcomes in birth centers is that women prepare prenatally for the experience, and they do it on the other side. They come for an unmedicated birth experience, and what they get here in the birth center is one-to-one labor support with their midwife through the whole experience. And that's a big difference that a lot of women are looking for.
You said one-to-one. Tell me more about it. Is that as literal as it sounds? You said
Yes,
one-to-one.
Yes, we stay with the family through the whole experience. So if there are 2 people in active labor, then we'll have 2 midwives here.
Wow. So, and actually that was one of my next questions I was going to have, was about this process. So, okay, so that helps me understand the anesthesia part better. Probably the next question people would have is, how much does this cost?
That's a great question. Financial planning is a huge part of having a baby, right? So here at Baby & Company, we'll accept all major insurance plans, and our administrative staff will work with each family to help them understand what their out-of-pocket will be, what the charges are around the birth center. But we'll work with you and your individualized plan to come up with a cost estimate for your birth. I want to add that birth centers, because we are not hospitals, have about a half of the charge for a normal vaginal birth. In Tennessee, a vaginal birth costs $14,000. Our cost for this center is about half of that.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Our overhead here is a lot lower.
Oh, interesting. So that's where a lot of the savings come from.
Yep.
We're learning interesting stuff here. It's a good thing you're watching this video on YouTube here on Family Friendly Daddy Blog. So my next question on a related note is, where are the prenatal appointments?
We have all the prenatal care here at the birth center.
All right, we saw the room a moment ago.
And we'll use those rooms if no one's using them for birth. We'll bring families in and do the visit right there in the room and have mom lay down on the bed and do the belly check her blood pressure, sit in those chairs and talk about what's going on with their family and how to support the wellness of their pregnancy.
Okay, well that answers that question. That's pretty simple there. So tell me more about the classes. You said you have a classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
We
right?
have 2 classrooms.
2 classrooms.
In order to prepare you for this experience, we need to empower you with information and support. So the childbirth class series at Baby & Company is designed to take you from the beginning of your pregnancy all the way through the postpartum mom and baby. And we have each trimester a series of classes that we offer to support our model of care, to educate and empower women and their families, and to prepare them for that birth experience. And it includes childbirth preparation, breastfeeding preparation, and newborn care.
It's so simple, but it's so obvious and necessary.
Absolutely.
And you have it right here, like
Yeah.
right across the hall.
We have 2 educators who work with each family to develop a plan, and the classes are offered in different formats for people who work during the week. They're offered as refreshers on the weekend, so that everybody has an option to participate in the education program.
The more we're talking about this, it's just so obvious how unique this experience is.
Absolutely.
Everything about it.
It's designed for the comfort and care of women and their families, and to not only help people have babies, but to start their families off strong.
Wow, I like it. So next, let's talk about location. Obviously, we're in the Nashville, Tennessee. This is brand new. This just opened up a few weeks ago.
Right.
Nashville, Tennessee. Of course, so obviously Nashville is where we are, and there's also other locations as well.
Right. Baby & Company really seeks to have birth centers all over the U.S. So currently we have one in Denver, Colorado, one in North Carolina, in Cary, North Carolina. We have another one in Arkansas, and there are several more that are going to be opening very soon. So the vision for Baby & Company is to make birth center care accessible for all women across the U.S.
Very good. But as far as in the Nashville location, where in Nashville is this Baby & Company?
This is Midtown, located less than a mile from Vanderbilt Hospital. Vanderbilt is our collaborating clinical partner for this venture here. So all of our moms who risk out of birth center care or develop any problems in labor, we will take them to Vanderbilt Hospital just down the road.
Okay, very good. And for my last question, and I know you've got this in mind, you're ready for this. What's your vision? Obviously, I can feel it seeping out from everything we talked about, but what would you say the vision for Baby & Company is?
We want women to feel comfortable where they give birth, and we want to add another option to the continuum of care for hospital-based or home birth. Birth centers are unique. They're places where midwives get to do what they do really well, and birth centers are family-centered, and they are designed and operate with the family in mind.
Sounds perfect. Well, that's the end of our little walkthrough and interview here at Baby Company. Thanks again for watching, and feel free to click on the links on the blog post so you can see more about Baby & Company's website, as well as a write-up that I'm doing on my own blog post. So thanks again for the tour of Baby & Company.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Baby & Company, Baby & Company.